Hey, so access that link I just sent you. I just sent it to your email, your pelicanrefs.com account. And once you click on it, you should be able to you should be able to join in on, I should be able to see you on the computer screen. So I'm running live right now, so I'm streaming on YouTube as well. How's your day? Yeah. I just was at a funeral today. Too many funerals. Do you see the email I just sent you? Did you receive it? All right, so let me send you another link. Well, that was the original one that I sent. So I'm surprised that you weren't. Did you access that link? Okay. Was it through Google Hangouts? Do you recall? Then that would have been the same link. So click on that link. I think it's the same one. So click on that link, and because I just got on here at like 4:02, 4:03, but I'm not seeing you, or I'm not seeing any viewers on here. And I just got a message. I think it's from Tim. App keeps crashing on my phone. I got Timmy texting me, so I'm going to send him this invite. Okay. Are you in group chat? Oh, well, you're on your cell phone. All right, I'm seeing somebody coming up.
All right.
It looks like that's Tim. Or I mean Fenaroli. So there we go.
So Tim, what you're still driving and it's not going to work?
I mean, I can't get on. Google Hangouts keeps crashing. It keeps sending the reports. I've done it from both my phones.
With this, will you try this link? Oh geez, that's a long link. Will you try the link I'm sending you?
It could be. It could also be that he needs to update his his Google account or his software on his phone. So Steven,
I can try that.
okay.
But Paul, does this let me? What button do I push if I want to show you my screen?
All right, so let's kind of go through that. I'm going to hang up on the phone.
All right,
Feedback.
hang on. Oh, look, okay.
All right, so what are you seeing right now?
Just you. Do you see my screen?
Yep, I can see your screen fine.
Okay. I think that was my only concern. Was
Yeah.
looking up.
And that was really mine. So what I can do, so I can go to controls. So I'm going to go screen share. And
I mean, these are all my notes for it. Like, I'm not worried about running through it. Or, oh, I mean, you can see it now.
yeah. So you should be seeing my screen share.
I see it. It's got a YouTube thing on it. And
Yeah.
yeah.
And so now what I'm doing is I'm in presentation mode. So everything that I'm seeing, people would see.
Okay.
And I can give you control. You can essentially do the same controls. So when you go to your top, so let me. I hate it when that happens. All right, let me go into screen sharing again. And I'm going to screen share.
Sorry, Greg. You can get Wi-Fi over there.
You're fine.
So this is what happens when you screen share the camera. It's you get that look. So you want to avoid screen sharing your screen that you're broadcasting on, because it will do the same thing over and over and over again. So you just get a mirror effect.
Okay.
Okay. So is that what you're seeing now?
Uh-huh.
All right. So you want to avoid doing that. So let me stop and go back into screen sharing. And I've got two monitors, so I can choose to do whatever. So I'm going to screen share the first one. All right, so now what you can see, you can see all of that, right?
I see a
YouTube video.
YouTube on it and not much else.
Yeah. So one of the things that happens is when you speak, I switch over to your computer as the viewer.
Yeah, how do we prevent that from happening?
Okay, so what you're going to need to do is I'm going to present it. So there is a presentation mode where it says your screen sharing, and I want to present to everyone. So I'm going to click on that present to everyone. Now go ahead and talk.
What about now? Anything? It told me
No.
there's no.
So what happens is when you share to everyone, there's only one screen that's being shot. If you choose not to.
But how do I get to that button? Is that in Showcase?
Okay. So you see this little icon that's on the top that says stop?
Uh-huh.
That's what. So I can stop presenting or I can stop screen sharing. Okay. If I stop presenting, then it's going to go back and forth between the two people that are having conversations.
Yep.
So the presenter wants and see where it says you're screen sharing and presenting to everyone.
Yep.
I can stop that.
I want to know how to start presenting.
Okay. So when I start presenting, so right now, tell me what you're seeing right now.
You.
Okay. You're seeing me. Okay. You see these icons and this screen share icon to the left?
Yeah.
These are all your controls. Okay. So what I want to do is when I go to screen share and I want to do my presentation, I'm going to click on that screen share icon, and it's going to ask which screen do I want to share.
Right.
Okay. Now, right now, you should probably see two screens. Screen 2, which has nothing on it but a backdrop of the Mac OS system, and screen 1, which is what you're currently seeing now. Okay.
I still only just see you because you're not screen sharing.
Okay, so I'm going to click on screen.
I'm following along.
I'm going to click on screen 2.
Okay.
And now all of a sudden you are probably seeing just that backdrop, right?
Right.
All right. So I'm going to go over here to show this.
Okay. All right. So there, I get it. It's right there.
See the little icon that says present to everyone?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm going to click on that. That means that I'm going to be the main presenter, and this what you're seeing now is going to go away.
All right. So let me try and just see if I can figure it out.
All right. So let me go off. Let me stop screen sharing. And now you're going to take control. So you're going to go to the top left and click on that screen share.
Yeah. All right. So we're sharing, and actually, I'll do this one. I'll share that one. It does not give me the same option in the same place that you had for present.
So, okay, so
let me hang on there. Let me see if I can. You are screen sharing. Turn camera off. Hide participants.
So right now I'm showing then it goes back to me when I talk, but I'm seeing your screen initially, your computer that's got a document on top.
Yeah, because I don't think I'm only able to screen share, not present.
Okay, so I think I can give you presentation rights.
Okay, do you want to try that or see if that's an option or something?
Okay.
Because I think maybe that's what we're missing.
So I turned off my camera.
Okay.
So go ahead and try doing presentation now.
So first I go to screen share. Screen share. Then I'm gonna share Tim's on.
Tim's coming on. Okay.
All right, then I'm gonna share. But it still doesn't, it just lets me screen share. There's no presentation option.
Okay. All right, so hang on here. Let me go to.
Can you see here? Tim, is your phone in your pocket?
Is that what that is?
All right, Paul. I'm gonna unshare it because.
Okay.
Tim, you're driving. We can see your steering wheel.
Can you guys hear me?
Now we can.
Yeah, I'm literally driving and running off my phone and on 101. So
sounds like all really, really good ideas, dude.
Yeah. All in the name of.
It's all right. We're just trying to figure out if Paul can make me a presenter, because that seems like that's going to be the crucial part. So that way I can actually like own the screen. Because right now it's like switching back and forth between whoever's talking.
Let me click on stop screen sharing. See, the dilemma that we have at this point is that right now, whenever we do presentations like this, they automatically go to one stream to one YouTube. Everybody has the ability to link up their own YouTube channel. So right now, what we're doing, this is being recorded to YouTube. Are you hearing me?
I can hear you.
Okay. So we have the ability to stream this onto YouTube and then the presentation. What we need to be able to do though is give other people camera access to be able to do the same thing within the control room.
Yep. So when I can't get anything in the control room, it says like it's like not my, I think it's not my calls.
Oh, here we go. Hang on. All right. So let's see. I'm going to share controls.
You now have access to control room.
There you go.
And then can you mute everybody from the control room so that nobody can talk and then it won't switch back and forth?
Yes, you can.
So I'm going to turn off. I'm going to block Paul's camera.
Hang on. You just turned off. There you go.
I think I just turned off Paul's camera. And then I'm going to mute you for a second, Paul. So Paul, say something.
Test 1, 2.
Definitely muted.
Again. Oh, wait. I want that one. Paul?
I was muted, and now I'm unmuted.
Okay. Let me see if I can screen share. Yeah.
Yeah, I can see you now. I can see your stuff now.
Oh, cool. All right. So Tim, so wait. I think you guys can now only see my screen.
Correct.
Tim, I'm gonna mute you. So talk right now.
If we're talking and you're muting, how do you know we're talking?
It's a good question, Paul.
Now, in my control room, I see when you mute me. So
okay. I mean, I think that's really what's the key to it all. Yeah. See, I saw your volume just go up and down.
right. So I can mute. So did you see that in the control room? Did you see me mute?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's how you can do it, is just turn other people's microphone off.
All right. So you're just going to have to give us access to this a few minutes before so we can.
So what I'll do is I'll schedule the meeting, and then essentially what I'll do is, Stephen, right now, can you give Tim Liu control?
Ah, geez. Now I gotta drive and control something.
No, never mind.
No, I don't.
I can see. So in my control panel, I have the ability within the control room to share controls, and that's what I gave you, Stephen.
Yeah.
So I've given you control of it, and then if I eject you, you're going to lose that control.
Sure.
We can do the same thing with Tim. So essentially, all we really need. So I think the best way to do this is because it'll stream straight to the YouTube channel, which is where everybody's going. And so this will be broadcast on the YouTube, and then I'll just basically relinquish control to Steve and Tim, and that way you guys are doing it. So
Tim, are you going to be at a computer for this?
Yes, I'm going to be at a computer, but I think we should just run it off one of our computers. I mean,
I'm hoping you'll do the videos. That's what I guess my ask is. Would you be the one to do all this and actually be the one to like play the videos, and then that way you can just be on?
That's fine.
So Stephen, can you play a video right now just so that we see what it looks like?
Yeah. Hang on. Let me play one of these. Can you see my email and now it's going to Dropbox, Paul?
I'm sorry?
Yeah, we're watching you. We're watching you go through stuff.
All right. So what Nick did is he sent the clips to people ahead of time so that they could watch them on their own.
Right.
I don't know if people are going to want to do that or not, but I'm going to play this video. So how? I mean, is that? How green is that?
There's a little bit of a lag, but it's not bad.
It's enough. We get the idea.
Okay. So maybe I mean, if we just do it on that, that's fine. Like, I don't ever go and download the videos ahead of time for Nick's thing. Like, I just don't bother.
No, I mean, really what you want to do is you want to be able to present, have a discussion. Because people are probably going to be watching this on the YouTube channel. And in the YouTube channel, you can really kind of navigate and watch that.
Yeah.
And so you can, and people can text you questions as they're coming up. So within the YouTube channel, there's the ability to be able to monitor while you're presenting. So let me show you what that looks like. Steven, I'm going to take control off of you real quick.
Go for it.
I am going to share my controls here real quick. All right, so this is what you're seeing right now is you're starting to see the YouTube channel itself that is on. So when I set this up, I set up the YouTube channel to stream at a particular time. So you'll notice here that the time is from 4 to 4:30. So I set up the YouTube channel, and so this is the YouTube channel is streaming straight from Google Hangouts. So what we're doing is capturing this, and this is the YouTube channel is what we will feed everybody the link so that they can watch it. So I'm going to click over on View on Watch page so that you can kind of get a sense of what it looks like. The link so that they can watch it. So I'm going to click over on View on Watch page so you can kind of get a sense of what it looks like. So there's about a 5-second lag. So they can watch it. So I'm going to click over on View on Watch page so you can kind of get a sense of what it looks like. So there's about a 5-second lag. So I'm going to click over on View on Watch page so you can kind of get a sense of what it looks like. So there's about a 5-second lag. So I'm going to click over on View on Watch page so you can kind of get a sense of what it looks like. So there's about a 5-second lag. So I'm going to click over on View on Watch page so you can kind of get a sense of what it looks like. So there's about a 5-second lag. Are you there? Tim?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, sorry. Hang on, we lost Fenaroli, so let me send him the link again. All right. Somehow we lost it. Oh, here he comes.
All right.
Yeah, I don't know how we lost you.
I don't know either, man. If we need to talk about something, just let me know.
All right. So there's a couple of ways that we can do this. So this you can invite other people to participate and give them text control.
Is that something that do you mind just setting that up ahead of time?
Not at all.
I think if you know how to do it, that'd be easier than Tim and I trying to screw with it.
Yeah, and that's fine. I just wanted to make sure, because this is really the first time that we've done this kind of
So do you want to give me text control and I'll text in or something, and we can see what it looks like? I don't know.
What's that?
Do you want to give me text control or access, and I can text to see what it looks like?
Let's see.
So I see there's a little chat thing on the left, but I don't know where that goes.
Yeah, so if we go, all right, so I'm going to click chat.
Tim says yo.
Click on the chat link on the far left side.
The chat button?
Yeah.
Yeah, Tim said yo.
Yep.
Steven says yo. Yo too. All right, but I mean, is that the same? Like, what do the people on YouTube see?
So if the YouTube can do the same thing, frankly, I would suggest that how difficult is it to get onto this, to get to this part? Is it easier to send it as just one link and send it as a YouTube link, or send this link as a Hangout link?
It was difficult to make
better do the YouTube link, and then we'll have people either email or, I mean, I don't know. I think it should be just one way. I think an interactive one is going to be a lot harder. So let's just stick with one way where we.
I agree. I think people should.
Well, why don't we do this then? Why don't we? We can send out, your cell phone number to text questions to one of you two. That way that you can see it, so you can monitor it on your phone. As we're going through this, then
doing the videos, you can give my phone number out, and I'll watch for questions on my phone, and then that way he doesn't have to do a billion things. So that's fine.
Yeah, no, that's fine. So I'll send out the link. I'll set up the YouTube. I'll give each of you control when it's your presentation time. That way we're not having to bounce through the sessions like this, and I think it'll work well, because ultimately I want to be able next year. I'd like to be able to invite maybe invite Richard Every to do a presentation using the same process.
Yeah,
because I think it's beneficial. And there's sometimes when we'd like to have presenters presenting, but they're too far away. I don't think we're going to do it in Livermore next year. Because it's just too much of a drive. I think that probably.
If you go to Sports Basement in Berkeley, they have free conference rooms that we can use. Like, they're free because they feel like it drives people to their store. So I could look into that. I don't know if it's big enough, but I mean, the max that we have, there's what, 30 or 40 people? I mean,
30 people.
I can check that out if you want, and it's free. Yeah. It's Berkeley. It's Sports Basement in Berkeley.
Yeah, we need to. We need to have some place that's more central, because this Livermore did not work well.
Someone that didn't show up, I agree.
Some of them didn't show up because of the drive, and so if we stick around Cal Maritime, I think we get more of a draw because it's more central to everybody. It's a drive for everybody, but it's about the same drive for everyone.
I agree.
Okay. So what time do we want to set this up? 6 o'clock then for next Wednesday?
Let me.
I don't know. What time do you think it's going to get good buy-in? I mean, 6 o'clock might be too early, but 6:30 or 7. And I mean, Steven and I want to get this in and out. I mean, we're aiming 45 minutes, but.
So let's do it at 7 o'clock then, because I think 6 is too early for people.
Okay, I'll put it on my calendar
for 7, and then I'll send out an email for 7, and I'll send everybody the YouTube link.
Yeah, send us the link, and then put it on the NorCal Ref page, and then I'll put it on the young NorCal Ref, and then we'll get it out there. Okay.
So you feel comfortable enough that we've worked out all the bugs that we can do this?
Yeah.
Okay.
You guys want to go over the content of the presentation? Do you think it's worthwhile to do that, or?
No, I mean, my big gig was just figuring out the technology side of it.
Okay.
I'm gonna replicate Nick's. I mean, you don't need to reinvent the wheel. I think
not at all.
Over here, but I think Nick did a good job on his, and
yep.
The reason that we need to, we can emphasize some other points, but I mean,
I just think for I mean, we just need to make sure we don't like go over the top of people's heads, because I mean we're not even at that level that Nick's talking to us about. You know, it's even a
No,
lower.
I mean, I think the goal is to not have one person calling one type of sevens game and having another person calling a completely different type of game. Like, it's more to just calibrate people, manage, you know, give out the expectations, and then that way people know what sevens should look. I mean, you know, we have guys who are used to it in a very different sense. Like, I think we all need to evolve into making it a competitive thing.
I think too, though, Paul, I know that MAR and some other societies are actually doing a proactive session with the clubs. So this is focused on refs. They're actually doing a calibration session with the clubs. I don't know if that's something that we want to do too.
I can share it with the clubs. I mean, I have access to all of their emails. So they're all in, all of the emails for all of the coaches are in a central file. I can invite them to participate.
I think it's I mean, I guess the one question is, do you think it's the same? Like, do you think it's the same presentation that we're doing to the refs as we do to the coaches, or do you think it's a separate presentation we're doing to the coaches? Because I think there's drastically different questions we'll get asked.
And I'm happy to do this twice. I'm happy to do this to a coaching staff.
I think we do this. I think we do this one to all the refs, and we do that, and then we open it up to the coaches, and we also ask them to send their questions beforehand so that we have them preloaded and we can answer those questions, go over a quicker presentation that's not so in depth, you know, just focused on the high level points of what the refereeing is going to be, you know, locally and hopefully at the national level, you know, intentional knock-ons, you know, contests in the air, you know, wheeling scrums, that kind of stuff. And then, so it'll be just, I think it'll be a different content. So I think that's going to be, I think that'd be different. And maybe we do that in a month or so, or a couple weeks.
So we do a presentation for the referees, and then there's going to be, so the coaches are going to want to know the absolutes.
Yep.
They're concerned about the absolutes. So when there is a deliberate, you know, intentional knock on or trying to slap the ball down, they want to know that is an immediate yellow card.
But I don't, and I understand that, right? And I don't ever want to box us into a corner, but I don't think there's any issue with saying, yes, that's what we are trying to get across.
Right.
Right? Like, I mean, I think as long as everyone understands, but like, that's the point. Like, isn't that what we're trying to do, is make sure everyone knows that answer is yes?
Yes. We want to have consistency. And that's always the biggest part about refereeing is the consistency between referees.
And the consistency between the teams that make it to nationals and how they're going to be ref there versus how they're ref in the qualifiers.
Agreed. And so our goal as a society is to ref the game the same way that they're going to get at the nationals. Because we all know that there's a huge learning curve when teams go to nationals because the refereeing gets better. And now all of a sudden they're seeing calls made that were never called at their local competition. And a lot of it is a learning curve, and the teams that win are those that adjust most quickly.
Yeah, true.
I think sevens is a bit easier to manage because you've only got, you know, it's a 15-minute game, and you've only got 14 players on a pitch at any one time. So it's easier to manage that way. But the teams, you know, sevens is the same way. The coaches still tell us that there's a huge learning curve at nationals. And that's what we're trying to avoid. Now, is our audience for the referees, is it the NorCal referees or is it the younger refs?
I mean, I think it's both. I think it's especially all the referees that are going to be reffing these qualifiers with us, and I think we know who most of those people are. I think it's also making sure that those younger referees understand what that standards, that what they're hoping to achieve at that level. And I think it's trying to calibrate and get everybody on the same page of like the things that we're calling and the consequences of that. So first is the presentation is just reminding everybody what sevens is about, you know, the things like fitness, quicker whistles, you know, kickoffs are critical, those kind of things. And then going into specifically like highlighting certain things like, you know, dangerous tackles, what do you do in certain situations? What does a dangerous tackle look like? What does a contest in the air look like? Deliberate.
Well, I like people who, even though you might not be doing a D1 qualifier, you're going to Dixon on Saturday and you're working on something that, I mean, yeah, we might have talked about, but I guess it's just having the resource. And so, I mean, I'm hoping younger people will tune in and they will, like, I don't think it has to necessarily even be like the up and coming ones or like, but it can still be, you know.
We get all the information out to everybody.
Yeah. Yep. I don't know.
Yeah, I agree. Because people are gonna take away what they're gonna take away with, depending on their level of interest, but also their skill sets.
Yep. I mean, okay. I think the important thing for the younger referees is realizing that you only have, you don't have time to warm up, you don't have time to get warm, and you need to go 100% because sevens is all about, going as hard as you can. There's no warm up period, and then it's not about, the breakdown happens really quickly, so make a decision quickly. And then for the higher level refs, the guys that are going to be doing the qualifiers with us, is making sure we're all calling things the same.
Right.
And we're looking at all the same videos and having the same picture.
Okay. Anything else?
No. So we decided on 7 o'clock next Wednesday?
As far as I know, yes.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'll plan on being available, 15 minutes or so ahead of time and getting all logged in and ready and everything.
Right. And Tim, you won't be in your car, correct?
I won't be in my car at 7 o'clock. Paul, do you have any videos of, I still need some clips on contests in the air. I asked Mike O'Brien, he hasn't gotten back to me. I can ask Nick. I mean, we have a week to find him, but if you have any like clear videos of like, two players jumping in the air, both going for the ball, great. And then a different one where the players are jumping in the air but taking a player out, obviously.
Hey, Tim, do you want to go find your video from St. Mary's?
Oh, yeah, that. I mean, that's 15s, but I guess it's the same concept.
It's the same concept, yeah.
The point is not to look at the ball; it's to look at the guys. And you can't figure out intent if you're looking at the ball as it's coming down, right? So it's about judging the contest, it's seeing where the guys were. I mean, the concept's still the same, and I think
World Rugby has the video clips on there that show, if it's yellow card, it's a red card based on contest in the air. So they have a couple of good videos from that.
I don't have those. I guess I'm just asking for an easy clip. Like, I mean, it's all clipped out. I can just stick it in the folder. But if we don't have anything, then I can go through that and do that. That's fine. It's just
yeah. You might need to, the dilemma is going to be. I know that World Rugby has a different format than being on YouTube, so that's part of the problem with using this kind of format. If you've got YouTube clips, they work great, but if you have clips that are embedded within the website, that becomes problematic.
So if we upload all those videos that we have onto YouTube, it's going to make it easier because then we just click on that YouTube link and then it's streamed versus us showing it through looking at our screen and then going through our computer to it.
No, I mean what Fenaroli did with pulling up the website and showing the video clips, I think works okay.
But if I upload those videos to a YouTube channel, then I can play them and then it'll play like clear.
I think it plays it easier. Yes.
All right, I'll look into that later.
Okay. All right, I'll send out the notice either later today or tomorrow.
Thank you.
Okay.
I'm good here.
Thanks, guys. See you.